To Potomac, Maryland, where it's time for the IAC championship game as Georgetown Prep takes on Bullis. Hi, basketball fans. Jeremy Huber joined by Brian Doyle. And Brian, such an atmosphere here tonight.
Oh, it's a great atmosphere. Saturday night championship basketball. The dog pound is filling up. The student sections are here and ready to go. We're getting to see two great guards go head-to-head and two great teams go head-to-head.
Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Our keys to the game. We start off with Georgetown Prep. Some things they have to do to go ahead and win this game tonight. And, of course, it starts off with slowing down Vada Morris and Kyrie Walker, two devastating offensive players.
Yeah, outstanding players. Again, both guards. It's a guards game. These guys are little guys on both teams, but they play big.
Also, keys for Georgetown Prep. We'll see him right there. Defense phone for the offense and controlling the tempo.
Certainly Morris, ball screen, Walker on the boards. Defense coach really looking to create offense off of his defense and to control the tempo.
Take a break for our national anthem. The packed house responds as we're almost ready for game time. Brian, let's go ahead and take a look at our keys to the game for Bullis very quickly. Of course, the first one, it's going to have to do with transition defense.
Well, they certainly want to play transition defense, try to prevent Georgetown Prep from getting too many easy buckets. You see the screen and roll there. It's such a big part of high school, college, professional basketball. There's a lot of ways you can defend that, so that's certainly going to be a key. And as in most games, those 50-50 balls, really the hustle plays and see who wants it more. I think both teams want it badly tonight, but we'll see who wins that 50-50 battle.
These two teams getting to this point through semifinal wins. 6 teams in the IAC tournament. Of course, they had 7 quarterfinals, 2 of them per se, upsets there. Then it was Georgetown Prep getting the big win over Landon last night. Bullis a little bit closer than expected against St. Albans, but they go ahead and get the victory. So almost time for basketball. Georgetown Prep in the navy blue while Bullis is in the white. And we're almost ready to get this one started.
It's a quick turnaround, but adrenaline will be flowing for both these guys. I guarantee that.
And the opening tap won by Kyrie Walker, and Bullis starts off first.
See what kind of set they run right off the bat.
Prep going man-to-man. Kyrie Walker will try the 3. No good, and rebound pulled in by Mitchell. Bynum goes for the dish. Shot blocked. Thomas Baltimore coming out of nowhere.
Bynum didn't waste any time attacking the basket. Make a nice dish there. Certainly a good recovery by Bullis.
Baltimore really defensive type guy. Scafidi, he misses the 3 badly, and Bullis will come the other way.
Maybe a little nerves there on that first one.
Morris, and they'll say out of bounds, and now he's checking his knee, and that is not good if you're on the Bullis bench. He's clearly limping.
That's certainly concerning. Again, both teams attacking the basket early on.
Bruce Kelly kind of giving a look-see with the 13th year coach of Bullis.
There's that ball screen we talked about. Little switch. Now they recover back.
Over in the corner, Mitchell's going to take the 3, misses everything. Had a rebound pulled in by Yider.
Not unusual this early in a game like this for teams struggle a little bit from the perimeter.
Now taken away. Quickly the other way for Georgetown Prep.
Nice handle there by Bynum.
Scafidi thinking three. He'll kick it back. Now three up from the wing. That one won't go down. And again, Morris comes up with it.
A little surprised we've seen 3 threes early on. There's that transition bucket.
We finally get one as Rafi Bumgardner breaks the ice.
Let's see if Prep tries to get to the basket again. Again, that adrenaline flow and the nerves sometimes get the best of you on perimeter shots early in a game like this.
Scafidi down the lane, somehow gets open, can't get that one to go. Put back, finally goes down. Prep on the board, Ike Nowicki.
Nice job on the offensive boards. Looks like he was boxed out, but still managed to get the board and take it back up.
So 2-2. Just 2 minutes gone in this game. Looking more like Morris is no worse for wear. Has his shot blocked. Who'll get the loose ball? It's Mitchell coming up with it.
Put it in the hands of their floor general.
Bynum will hit, and he's fired up.
First perimeter bucket of the night. He's not feeling any nerves. He's played in plenty of big games already, even though he's still a junior.
And it's interesting, Coach, when you talk, Eskow talked about it for Georgetown Prep, that really, when Bynum's really scoring, this team's not at its best, but they're spreading it around a little bit more.
Right, we'll see how that develops.
Shot up by Baltimore, and then Walker knocks it out of bounds, trying to get the rebound.
A little out of control on that shot. I do like the fact that he attacked the basket. In these games, once you make that first one, everybody tends to relax a little bit.
3-point lead for Georgetown Prep. Glad you can be along with us tonight here on DMVSTREAM.COM and our DMV Stream Facebook page.
There's that ball screen again. A little double team action. That's exactly what you talk about right there. Bynum with the dish for the open jumper.
Mitchell able to knock it down, and now a 7-2 lead for Prep.
Tell you what, that just makes him tougher to defend if he can distribute the ball like that.
Bynum, we saw a game that I did. You were actually there for the girls' game with me that day against Gonzaga. Bynum really kind of think the moment got caught up in it, trying to score a little bit too much.
Right.
Been a distributor so far today. Shot by Baltimore, no good, and Nowicki pulls down the rebound.
I'll tell you what, Georgetown Prep defending the interior well. Forced 2 out-of-control shots. If they get a bucket here, we might look for
Baltimore with the steal. Yiter on Scafidi puts it up, and he can't get the roll.
That might help them get going a little bit. Again, like Coach Eskow talked about, get some defense off your offense. It works for the Bulls side, too.
So Lincoln Yiter at the line. First one up and good. Had 15 points last night against St. Albans in that semifinal win.
Jeremy, I think one of the keys is who steps up as kind of the X factor for either team. We know about the stars, but let's see in a game like this who steps up. This guy is one of them.
Yiter knocks another one down, so the lead down to 3 for Georgetown Prep as we hit the midway point in the opening period. Offram can't get it to go, and knocked around, rebound corralled that time by Anselm. Morse, 3, no good. Walker and Nowicki fight for it. Now they'll change the call, and it stays with Bullis.
I'll tell you what, Morse has that slightly unorthodox release, but it's certainly proven effective for him this year.
It's saying a mouthful, Brian. 33 last night against St. Albans. Had 35 earlier against Georgetown Prep. Here's Walker, and he'll score.
That's a little too easy for Prep. You don't want to give up an easy one like that off baseline out of bounds.
Scafidi, they'll call a charge. Don't see that a lot, Brian. The small guard, Scafidi, going ahead and charging on a big guy like Walker.
They took it right on him. Jeremy, it's always fun to look at both coaches when that block charge is called. Nobody's ever happy with the call. It's the toughest call in basketball.
Last meeting won by Georgetown Prep, 12-point win there. Of course, earlier in the season, a much closer matchup. That was the one where Morris put up that 35-point game, needed all of it. Yiter, pull-up jumper, and he hits.
Yiter might be that X factor. Let's see.
He's really come on. Kyrie Walker struggling a bit this year with injuries. Yiter's taking on a bit bigger role and doing it tonight. Nowecki, jumper, no good. Mitchell trying to get the rebound. He can't do it. Yiter comes down with it.
There's a little transition opportunity.
Baumgartner, three, yes!
Such a part of the game nowadays. Spotting up in transition for the three.
I think both teams concerned about that with these dynamic point guards. Guys running the court. Scafidi corners three. He can't hit. And Anselm comes up with the board.
Nice box out.
So Bullis, after that big early hole, now with a 4-point lead.
I think both teams have settled down a little bit. The nerves of the first few minutes appear to have settled down.
And that's going to be out on Bullis. How are you liking the pace and the play so far in this one?
Well, it was a little ragged the first 2 minutes. I think some forced shots. I certainly attribute that to just the nerves and the adrenaline. I think both teams have kind of settled in now. Not too much transition going on other than that three we just saw. Here's a little trapping from Bullis.
Couple subs into the game for Prep. Nowecki scored and the foul on Anselm.
That's a nice spin move on the post. He's made a couple strong moves already down low.
So Nowecki got four, can add to it.
You know, his perimeter shot in the previous possession was a little flat. I'd like to see him down there on that block. He's tough to handle down there.
Nowecki's three throw up and no good as Yiter gets the board. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Bullis with the 2-point lead.
See that back screen again by Bullis, followed by the post up.
Walker, fadeaway jumper, good.
That's a tough shot, big time shot right there.
One of the reasons he's headed to Delaware. Zire dishes off, kick back, ends up down the lane, and a foul going to go on Yiter on the block, and Offram should go to the line.
See a lot of inside-out action for Prep. Certainly a tried-and-true strategy in basketball. Attack the post. If the defense stops you, kick it out for the shot or kick it out for penetration, but inside-out is always effective offensively.
So 13-9 our score as Offram cuts into the lead with his first points of the game.
Offram had 15 and 6 in their semifinal game. He's another one of those guys that an outstanding player, but outside of the two guards. Maybe the two guards cancel each other out in the game, and it takes somebody else to really step up and have a big game.
And Offram's an interesting one. Got some really good offers. Maryland, Indiana, Virginia Tech, and those kind of came in the summer, and I think there's a question of how did he deal with all that moving forward, as coaches didn't think that would be that big of a deal. But obviously when you hear that kind of thing going through your head, it's going to be some pressure on you.
No doubt, these are still high school kids.
Turnover, and Prep has a chance to tie it up or take the lead. Kick back, Nowecki, foul line jumper, can't hit it. Anselm, big rebound. Walker, three, pure.
All right, he's starting to feel it now. Hit the step back jumper on the previous possession, then the three.
It's funny, we talked before the game, he hasn't had his usual years. This one is off, but a game like this could really go a lot to being a salve for a tough year for Kyrie Walker.
Well, the bright lights are on, and he seems like he's ready to shine under those lights. Let's see if they go to him again after scoring on the previous two possessions. They may well run a set for him, set to take the last shot of the quarter.
So shot clock is off, and they do play with a shot clock here in the IAC. Morse directing traffic.
Here's the high ball screen.
Vado has it taken away. Can Bynum get the shot off in time? Yiter hustles back. Shot will not go in, but a foul is going to be called.
Morris again on this end. You mentioned it earlier, Jeremy. Seems got a little banged up on that play.
That looks like he might be checking out his hand.
Yep.
His knee earlier was flexing it, so 0.7 seconds left as Bynum goes to the line for 2 free throws. Rattles in.
Let's see if Morris has a conversation with an athletic trainer between quarters. Looks like he's looking over the bench right now a little bit.
Bynum second. It's good. He'll throw it in. Walker throws it up in the bucket. No good. So we go to the end of the first. Bullis up 16-13 here on DMVSTREAM.com.